water, please? Can I have my water bottle? Thanks. Good evening, everybody.
Hi. How many people?
Wow. I don't even know where you see it. Anyway, yeah, how many people? Oh, less than Mr. Beast. Fewer. Oh boy. So last night it was Mary Poppins, and today it's the bunny. Daniel likes to be right here while we're broadcasting. So hi everybody. Guess what? We're still here. We're still here.
The bunny. I got new sweatpants. Thanks to my mother. I don't have no money.
Yeah, we're still here, guys. Not much has changed since the last report, except for the level of psychoticness going on in this one contained environment of the ultimate threat of the summer, which is summer vacation. Angry children. Oh my God. Yes, they are super hot. Hello to Southern California. Hello to Rhode Island. Yes, they are.
Emily?
Yes.
Emily?
Hyper.
Hi, Emily.
Yeah.
Emily, can you follow me back on
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Follow me back.
So I mean, as much as I really I think I just want to end this day and go to sleep. Probably means we actually have to watch a few episodes of Monk first, but
Hi.
I mean,
Oh my God.
see, there's the real attack. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is what
And we
happens.
didn't even have candy.
Who needs Ahmadinejad or whoever the new president is to interfere? All right, guys, you know what? Chill. All right, so 24 to 48 hours, there's going to be the retaliatory attack from Hezbollah and Iran. And all of Israel should be in a panic. And guess what? Almost as predicted, nothing has happened. And what's more, and this is why it was important for me to come on tonight to tell you this, not just tell you that nothing has happened, but as predicted, what is Iran now saying? I hid it from you. Iran is now saying that Iran will attack Israel if the ceasefire talks, which are scheduled for Thursday, if that fails, then they will proceed with their retaliation. Okay, so it's already been 2 weeks. Now, mind you, right after it happened, you would think, okay, yeah, attack right away. Like there was, it was like Israel retaliated for a deadly rocket that killed 12 children here. They they assassinated one Hezbollah leader and then also the head of Hamas while he was in Tehran, which is why Iran is involved, even though Iran is involved in every other way imaginable. But because it was also on their soil. So both Hezbollah and Iran said, no, we've got to do something. We will not let this sit by. And so we will attack. That was 2 weeks ago. And so it was like, okay, we're going to have 3 days of mourning. So then everybody expected that after the 3 days were up, which was like Friday or Saturday of that week, that there was going to be an attack. And just leave it on for now.
Mom, the window's open.
Yeah, it's all right. Leave it on.
Mom,
Just leave it on.
with the window.
So then after a week when they had their memorial services and speeches for the week after. Okay, so then, but now it's been yet another week, and then everybody said, okay, it's going to happen on Tisha B'Av, which is the 9th of Av, which is the date on the Jewish calendar where calamities have historically happened to the Jewish people, the destruction of both of the temples, everybody's angry. Maybe they want something to happen. Okay, so, wow. Can you guys just let him have what he wants for now, just for a little while, and then?
We're not doing anything.
Well, you shut the thing off for one. All right, good, good. Play. Continue. Daniel, chill. Put on what you want if you want. Okay, so hello to South Louisiana. This is cool. It's really cool to see where you guys are tuning in from and what time of the world it is there. Okay, so Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av, of course there should be an attack on that day but then, I mean, isn't that a little too obvious? Like maybe it wasn't obvious when they weren't counting, but now everybody's counting. So like everybody knows that date. So it's like they expect it. In fact, a little tip, it's the cheapest day for airline tickets, Tisha B'Av, the 9th of Av. We usually, when things are being canceled, like chronically on those days, like this year, for instance, we would normally book tickets for that day because then we would save a lot of money and nobody else is flying because, like there's this superstition among the Jewish people that plane crashes, tragedies, calamities. Daniel, could you put that a little lower, please? Do you want to say hi to Zemi? Yeah, put it lower. Zemi's here. No way. We're just going to hear VeggieTales in the background, guys. Okay, so, so this year, we're not worth booking tickets on Tisha B'Av because like so many airlines have canceled. But so anyway, so of course it didn't happen on that day though because that was too obvious. It was too obvious it was going to be that day. And then what really funny, really cracked me up. My warmongers that I follow on Telegram and stuff that were saying 24 to 48 hours with also like exclamation points and everything. They were very much predicting this was going to happen 24 to 48 hours and it didn't happen. And then they said after that, there was one that I read was like, oh no, actually were few that put the pictures of all like so many people, so many Jews at the Western Wall praying because that's what they do every year on the 9th of Av. They go and they pray and fast. It's like all night praying, crying out, mourning, reading the Book of Lamentations, all night long, right? And Daniel, do you want the chicken nuggets with that? Can you give Daniel some chicken nuggets?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Raya. Can you get him a plate with chicken nuggets?
Okay.
I cannot believe what's happening right here. No, seriously. Yeah, just, you know what? Just take that plate, Daniel. Take the sauce and go ahead. Raya and Lucas cooked tonight. Yeah, Daniel, you dip it in that. It's really good.
I'm a chef.
He's probably going to eat the sauce just like that, right? Don't do that again. No, don't do that again. I'm not going to say it. I'm not, yeah. So what they said, so all the warmongers, what they said was like by way of like saying like, instead of saying, whoops, we mispredicted that Iran was going to attack and obviously they're not attacking, whoops, instead of saying like, whoops, or sorry for hyping it up and sorry for going too far and for not like being balanced and cautious with my reporting or lack thereof, what they said was, you see, it's the faith of a nation that has turned away these attacks. I mean, like, you know what? I'm not going to deny the faith of a nation, but they do that every year. They pray every year. And they would have been praying with or without an actual threat of an attack. They would have been praying and they would have been at the wall and there would have been like a live stream from there, which I watched a little bit of last night. So anyway, come on, let's not go too far. Hello to Alabama, by the way. This is exciting, guys. Hi. Mm-hmm.
What's Alabama?
Oh, Mary from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know the name, but Truth Watch from Louisiana. We know Zemi's from Rhode Island and Bethany from California. It's really cool.
Evan.
And Evan, yes, also from Rhode Island. Yeah. So anyway, also today what happened, which was interesting, funny, interesting, whatever. You know, there's this whole back and forth with the Temple Mount or the Haram al Sharif Plaza, and you got a shout out, Raya, from Kim from Alabama. Kim, you know, she brought you those books. Kim. Yeah, you know. Anyway. Oh, Oklahoma too. All for Raya. It's Danielle. Anyway. So, okay, so today, Itamar Ben Gvir, oh my gosh, New Jersey, Tom's River. Hi, James from Tom's River, New Jersey. This is awesome. Getting closer to New York. Where's mom and dad? You know? Anyway, so Itamar Ben Gvir, our far right Minister of Security, National Security here in Israel, went up on the Temple Mount today on Tisha B'Av. I think apparently it's all right. I don't need it. You can take it out, Daniel. They went up, and this was met with a lot of what's the word? Controversy. This was controversial, and even I'm going to tell you what some of these guys had to say about it. So even Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insisted that Jewish prayer on the Temple Mount remains prohibited, and that everybody saw this visit of all days today by Ben Gvir as a provocation. And then also some of the Jewish visitors were filmed praying and prostrating themselves on the ground there, like on the Temple Mount. I mean, this is kind of explosive stuff. So I'm quite surprised that actually nothing happened with that. So, of course, he got, let's see, I can't find Yair Lapid's quotes where he was... But see this, like, then you get like the right wing who's like, yes, the Temple Mount is ours, it's ours. And then, you have the left wing who's like, no, we have to stick with the status quo because, the status quo goes a certain way, like that the Muslims the Muslims now can go up and pray on they have their mosque where they can pray on the Temple Mount, the Al-Aqsa Mosque, and the Jews can go and visit during certain hours, but they can't pray. And actually, I mean, anybody non-Muslim has to abide by those hours. Hi, Connie from Truth Watch, Truth Watch is a good name. Maybe it's not from Truth Watch. Maybe that is your nickname. Oh my gosh, from Ireland, how cool. Eve from Missouri and Aram Bulganian from Canada. Oh my gosh, this is really cool. I'm feeling very international tonight. This is awesome. It's like traveling, but not traveling. Thank you so much. We need this. So it's really exciting. All right. So, another big thing in the news today has to do with the hostages, because now the hostages, Iran's thing, which is like, okay, so we haven't attacked yet. And it's like, we will attack if the negotiations fail. All right, but they've been threatening, and Fox News was threatening, and everybody was threatening. And the only body, actually, it was Trump who said yesterday that I guess he said to Elon Musk on the Twitter interview that Iran's not going to attack Israel, and it's like, oh well, yeah, like actually I wish everybody else was saying that in the news, because nobody's saying that. They're hyping it up, and honestly, like I've been telling you, like we're not really like walking around here in a panic. I mean, some people are, yes, like there's Israel's divided like into people who are panicking and stalking and everything like that, and expecting and not booking flights and not thinking, and then there's others who are just like, it's probably not going to happen. And so from this probably not going to happen, we're actually looking now at Iran saying, Okay, we're waiting for the summit. Now, I said yesterday as well that Amos Hochstein, who is the U.S. negotiator between Israel and Lebanon, like he goes to Lebanon a lot, and I think he negotiated like the maritime border and stuff like that, that he was planning to go. It was either Wednesday or Thursday. So it was like, there's not going to be an attack. Like they said, because there was even in the news yesterday that that Hezbollah, what's the word, that they evacuated a lot of their headquarters. I'll take that. That they evacuated a lot of their headquarters and in fear of an attack. And Daniel here is talking to my parents on the iPad right here. This is hilarious. So, but then Amos Hochstein, an American official, like, he's coming. Like, nobody's going to attack when he's there. So it's not going to happen. So that was one thing. And then there was also, everybody is like building up this summit of ceasefire talks, like hostage/ceasefire talks. Oh, could you put that a little lower, Daniel? Because, yeah. So, and that's happening Thursday. Yeah, a little lower, Daniel. So I'm not sure if that's happening in Cairo, but in any case, it's going to involve like also the U.S. and there's going to be U.S. officials there, and everybody actually has been saying, which is, I'm very suspicious when everybody says this, but everybody is saying, like all the parties involved are saying that this is it. This is the one. Everybody agrees to it. Now, Hamas said yesterday, we're not going. We have nothing to do with this. But there will be people negotiating on Hamas's behalf. I'm going to move a little bit away from Daniel, who's got me in the background. So there will be. I mean, somebody's negotiating on it, but it's not happening in a vacuum for sure. And so I think there will be some kind of Hamas representation. And so now what Iran is saying, like, well, if there will be a ceasefire, we won't attack. Now, if the ceasefire talks fail, then we have to attack. We have to proceed with our retaliation. I think this is the great excuse they were looking for, and I believe that because of that, there will probably be something that comes out of this meeting on Thursday. There will be something that comes up that everybody is somewhat happy with, and hopefully it will also involve the release of hostages. I'm not sure what the talks are now. Like, usually there's leaks at this point, like they're talking about releasing this many or that many, or they're saying like, no, just the bodies or just the live ones, which is, a horrible thing to talk about. But there are believed to be dozens of the 115 Israelis or from Israel captured. I'm not sure if there's foreigners among them. There's dual citizens, but I'm not sure if there are foreigners. But they said that there's dozens dead of the 115. And the other thing is that yesterday Hamas released a statement, but no pictures or names, but they said that they killed a hostage and that two female hostages, it was like they were using like two, masculine killed one and feminine injured two. Now, I don't understand if they're really saying, and nobody seems to understand, that they did it, like, and it was on purpose. Was it an execution, or was it part of, like, what? It wasn't explained, and Israel said for its part that we don't know, we have no information or proof, so we're not going to go with this right now. And of course, the hostage families who were out protesting every single day, like even yesterday when there was threat, 24 to 48 hours, Iran's going to attack. They were out protesting in an open space. Now, speaking of open space, there were somehow 2 rockets launched from Gaza, from the Gaza Strip at Tel Aviv. And it landed somewhere, like, didn't harm anybody. And I don't even think sirens went off, actually. They just heard the explosions. Daniel, could you put it lower? Could you put me lower? Thank you. Love hearing myself in stereo right over there. And it's amazing that they still have long-range weapons like that long of range is pretty shocking. But maybe it was their last two. We'll not know for a while. So so that's it for now, I believe. I'm sure I always think like right after I end the live stream, I think, oh wait, I forgot to talk about this or that. So if you have any questions or want to know anything that's going on, if you want to know about the status of our bomb shelter snacks and stuff, well, it's not good. They've been depleted. We have one bag of chips left because chips are very necessary when you go to a bomb shelter, right? And it's probably going to be eaten tonight when we watch something. And then that's it. We're done. We don't have any, there's a box of crackers with 4, bags inside, 4 rows. There's only one left. And drinks are on a daily basis. We run out of orange juice and stuff like that. No, there's 1.5, Raya, of the snackers.
We have bad news.
What is it?
Who are the people that live downstairs and the window side?
Why? What did you do?
Lucas, the idiot. So we were playing, and he
Yeah.
threw it out the window, and it
Through
landed,
what?
The ball. It
The
landed
ball?
on their
On their plants?
air conditioner.
No, and they don't have
Oh, right here on the air conditioner? Don't worry, she'll knock it out or put it on the stairs. It's Hannah. You can go
I'll go
knock on
see
the
it.
door. Go ahead.
I'll talk. Okay, fine.
Good luck with that. You're welcome, Aram. It's awesome to have Armenians from around the world
Hello.
tuning in. That's really cool. I assume, based on the name. Right.
Okay, let's go.
So a ball went out the window and landed on the neighbors.
The nice one?
Yeah, the nice one. Right below us. A lot of them are nice in this building. Yeah, so no snacks for bomb shelters. There will be water because that's boring and nobody really goes for that. And what else, Daniel? We good? Boredom has reached new heights. So that's the breaking news from here is that boredom has reached really new heights. And you saw the hyperactivity at the beginning. They've calmed down a little bit, but yeah, anyway. So that's the news. Thank you all for tuning in. I mean, from Teresa from Ireland, even, that's just so cool. Did I tell you guys, I have a podcast. Well, I didn't even put it on Facebook. Oh my gosh. Okay. I did a podcast about a Palestinian Christian woman, 24 years old, who was, she has been arrested and not charged, arrested by Israel, not charged. She's in an Israeli jail, cannot speak to her family. They cannot go visit her because they're not Israeli citizens and they're stuck in the West Bank. So that is, very interesting. I should post that and I will, but I may not remember to do that tonight. Podcast called The Inside Scoop Jerusalem. You can find it on my YouTube page as well. You can find it on all the things like Spotify, Apple, whatever. And hi, Walter from America, but where in America? If you're right in from America, you got to specify. It's so big. I'm looking for New York. It's so funny. But anyway, that's so that is interesting news. And oh, cool, Terry. Thank you for saying that. I really appreciate it. Oh, from Michigan. Okay. Holland, Michigan, or like also from, oh my gosh, in Mississippi and New York. My parents are there. That's awesome. Daniel, I guess, hung up on you guys. Oh, Michelle, how are you? You're in London. You're so close. I would tell you to come visit, but this is not the time. I mean, not that it's bad. It's just there's not much to do. Wow, that's so exciting. It's so much more fun when you guys are talking, not me. I'm really bored with the news, actually. I was like, I didn't even watch most of it tonight. It's like I just got the headlines. I'm like, all right, done with this. Like, there's not much going on. So anyway, all right. We're keeping an eye on Thursday. Thursday is the day for this big summit I'll get details on that. I don't know right now where it is, who exactly is involved. Oh, Michelle's making me jealous now. She was in Sardinia last week. It's like on my list. That is on, it's on my list. And oh my gosh, my list is long, but it might be in the top 10. Okay, so hostage summit, ceasefire summit coming up. The whether, who, if the hostages were killed, the three, well, one Israeli hostage, two wounded. So there's that, and then and the attack that was and is to come, and will not most likely. So yeah, Mary Poppins is back though, as threatened, right, Daniel? Well, he's like stuck on that one scene for Mary Poppins where it's just the guy laughs so hard that he goes flying up to floating to the ceiling, and you love it, right? It's awesome. It's a classic. Okay, so those are the things we're gonna follow. Oh, somebody from Jerusalem, Jennifer. That's awesome. That's oh yeah, so go look for the podcast, the Inside Scoop Jerusalem, because there's a million inside scoops apparently, but there's only one from Jerusalem. And there you can listen to some of the podcasts that a little bit more in depth and a little bit more organized than these scattered talks about the non-situation that we are currently going through. So I'm going to end this. We're going to go watch TV so we can go to bed. And Emily just said the threat of attack and non-attack is exhausting entirely, and no snacks to show for it. I know. They've eaten us out of house and home, basically all because of boredom, sheer boredom, because it's summer vacation, and anybody around the world can relate to that. Oh, wait, there's one more bit of news. If you've actually made it through my entire thing of me saying I'm going to end, Israel has told soldiers that are traveling, why would soldiers, hold on, I'm going to look that up. Why would soldiers even be traveling? The IDF said that if you're a career soldier and you're traveling, to not go to Azerbaijan and Georgia. I'm looking at this, off-duty soldiers who are currently in Georgia or Azerbaijan to return to Israel immediately. Now, that is very interesting to me because, for instance, the Israeli reality show Race to the Million, whatever it's called in English, they're in Baku right now. And now I don't know if this was filmed months ago and they're just showing it, but they just told Israeli soldiers, get out of Azerbaijan and Georgia. Now, Azerbaijan has a very large border with Iran. They're like on again, off again relations with Iran. They're like somewhat adversarial, but then they were trying to, remember when the Iranian president died in a helicopter crash? Well, they were, he was on the border of Iran and Azerbaijan meeting with the Azeri president, actually. The Azeri president survived on his trip back to his home, whereas the Iranian was killed in the helicopter crash. So they have a large border with Iran. So that could be like, maybe they think that there will be some sort of attack on Israeli military personnel rather than on Israel itself. And also Georgia, which is put a little lower north of Azerbaijan and does not have a border, but Armenia does have a border with, could you please put that lower? Armenia does have a border, small one, with Iran, and they didn't say anything about Armenia, and they didn't say anything about Turkey either. But anyway, Israelis should probably not travel to Turkey in general with the rhetoric going on there. So yeah, so anyway, I'm always interested when there's something about Azerbaijan or Armenia or whatever. So that was interesting to me. Oh, Connie, thank you that you followed me on the podcast. I really appreciate it. I don't know how that works, and I have no idea if anybody has followed or listens or anything, but I'll save that for another day. Like, I just have to get into the flow of doing it, and then I'll work on that other stuff later. But anyway, yes, that really is the end of that. And I think the kids are knocking the door because I think they're back. now, and they didn't bring a key to get back in. So anyway, I'm gonna go. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for praying. Go to the YouTube channel to subscribe. It's YouTube, put at Nicoolness, NICOOLNESS, so you can get alerts for live videos of non-attacks, because there's so many of those. Anyway, bye. Have a great night or day wherever you are, and